crosswave. Magma gets picked off, and the Living Warriors are back on the green point. Dude, I'm very curious to see what happens when that middle point opens up, because don't forget, it's 12 points per player of your squad on that point if you're uncontested. So you could very well see an entire squad say, the moment that's ready, jump down. We're just going to try and get a massive influx of like 48 points.
Happened every single second down there. So the next be back, so has to put to an end immediately. It seems at this point right here keeps getting under contention by like multiple teams. The Fish Fam, Funky Fighters, and of course the Color Crew who get cleaned out. So they're not earning anything really from all fighting at the same time. One team ends up coming out on top, and then it all happens again. So maybe some timing issues here in terms of synchronizing the push on this point specifically.
Yeah, I mean, this gets way more hectic when anyone gets the points, right? And the Fish Fam are doing a great job sticking together, going in as pairs, duos, if you will, and trying to shut everyone down, but that's only going to get you so far.
It kind of breaks down, too, when everybody can score, because there's so much that more important. If you're by yourself, to stay on the point, in the previous iterations, if you're by yourself, you get off the point, because you can't even score.
But now you have to stick around. Look at the slaps coming out. Lachlan does take out Scissors, but does fall as well. Now Clytex is trying to get back into the fray, get himself those height with the impulses. And now don't forget, they have a limited number of builds, about 100, I believe. But right now, man, you just need to be turning your attention left and right, trying to eliminate as many players as you possibly can. This remix is shaking the very foundation of this mode. And Clydex goes in, he's going to start trying to take him down. Did not go his way, though.
So this is what I'm talking about. Finally, the Fish Fam control this point that the Cutter Crew and the Funky Fighters were fighting for so hard. And they control it with all 4 players, so you can see their score rising significantly every second there. At the same time, the Llama Record Company with an evenly timed push as well, but Rubius comes in. Chicken Champions take out 1, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I think the Llama Record Company, no, they don't hold. Or do they?
Or do they? That is the question. It looks like, unfortunately, the answer is no. The Chicken Champions are rolling in on the Sunshine. It's just not falling. Just keeps eliminating left and right, getting a little bit of excitement.
The timing of that push.
For the Funky Fighters, he was able to rack up a small amount of points, but still, every little point you can gather is going to make a difference going in the end. And look, Otaga and Raven's Revenge are back on the point, but so are the Funky Fighters. There was 3 for just a moment. Chaos is down, just breaking out down in the center point right now, Bala.
What is this? Literally every single sword bearer and almost every single player here is using those tactical shotguns and getting in. But again, the Ravens Revenge are on point with 4 players, just shooting down, throwing impulses where they can, and just making sure they're accruing all those points. Meanwhile, the D point, nobody has gotten anywhere since the Funky Fighters were out there for so long. It all depends how this all unfolds. Hold on, they're trying to get a base. I think they might finally break through. We saw all 4 members. They went from less than 1,000 once the D point was out to all the way up to win. And it was 400 points between them and the Ravens Revenge at the end there. Right. But you do have to also think about who else came very close in second. Ravens Revenge, who's in third. We'll be able to find out in a bit with the standings, but just an unbelievable performance there from the Funky Fighters to realize exactly what must be done. That was the second time they completely boxed up that entire D point.
Yeah, and just completely uncontested. But that's it for the first of 3 golden games. And for the Funky Fighters, they secure that win. But for now, let's send it back over to Poogie. She's standing by with the winners. Poogie, down to you.
Thank you so much, Nick. I am down here with the Funky Fighters. Another victory. I think I've been talking to you guys all day, but how did you find that remix game? Because those rules were a little bit different than what you were used to. So what was your strategy going into that one, Huzi?
I mean, everything was so unexpected. We were last and we came first because we got the middle. The point system, because every player gets points. So we win. So exciting.
So exciting indeed. Now, Raven's Revenge was in first place for most of that match. You guys knew that you had to come up from behind, which you absolutely did. But I kind of just want to talk a little bit about right now for first place. And the winners of this set will be taking home that additional $1 million of prizing. So I don't want to put too much pressure on you guys, but what is your strategy going into the next game? Are you going to stay in the same? Are you going to change things up? Are you going to go for the middle again?
Probably. Yeah, we're doing and we're just gonna...
For sure. Sounds like a strategy finally over here to you. When you heard that there was a remix kind of blind side come in, what was your first...
Okay. So I've been talking this whole entire time, and you haven't been. Okay. Wow. 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 Okay. Well, here I am. I'm not dead. Someone's not. It's okay. No wonder I've been so bad because I haven't been talking. Watch what I'm gonna do because I was 7 right now.
Take a look. Here are a breakdown of your feeds right there on screen.
Okay.
It's an incredible new feature. I love to use it. I checked it out on my phone earlier. And just unbelievable, seriously. To see all the different POVs, to see the first and second place POVs, and then also to be able to pick who you want to watch. You can watch Lachlan in feed 8. You can watch Kotaga in feed 4. So just an awesome feature. Go check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Now don't forget, guys, we are 1/3 of the way through the Golden Games. First one, Sky Station Showdown, is in the books, and the Funky Fighters were in fact the winner. Now we move on to the second game, and that is the Prop Hunt, aka Junkyard Juke. And don't forget, the remix, 10-point props.
Only the large ones. The little crowbar. You can't go with the wood planks. You can't go with any of that. And there is one of the prizes for the teams that won before. We've got 10 seconds until the game launches. Zeke, it's the second game of our Golden Games here, guys. It's time.
2, 1, the game begins. Now, just a refresher, we can only be 10-point props. So let's break down what these 10-point props are. You got a snowman. By the way, there's no snow anywhere else on the map. You got a Christmas tree with a gold bomb on top. Nope, that sticks out like a sore thumb. A giant gnome? Well, I mean, it kind of blends in depending on where you stand. You know, if you hide something that's, behind something that's blue, you'll make it hide. A giant teddy bear. You've got the target. You've got the rusted out car. I mean, you've also got the giant dumpster. So, you know, as you kind of scan your eyes across the map, you know, you can see things like the dumpster, the rusted out car, the target. These are things that could be... Whoa. All right, Kaz. All right, this guy is got the eyes behind. These props are they're gonna stick out like sore thumbs.
But why are all the sweats out today?
Kaz, awesome. You see his reaction.
Yeah, even Kaz is like, ooh.
Say, wait, Scissors was there. He's finding everybody right now. Good business. Good business. Gotta make sure you know who the guards are in the beginning of the Warriors. Level.
Bro, the sweats are out. I'm gonna have to go sweaty. I'm gonna have to go sweaty. I'm gonna have to mute my mic and go sweaty. Sorry, guys.
Nice early lead. It's only 20 points, nothing substantial yet, but if they can do this every single round, again, another big prop going in, they're at 50, 30 points ahead of the pack, and the only 3 teams behind them, Fishman, Pugsley, and the Chicken Champions. And look, time is done. So that's it. So don't forget, Raven's Revenge, they have already been guarded. So going forward, all they have to do is try and rack up points. This is going to be huge going forward. The round is going to reset. We'll get 2 new guards on deck. We've got the Chicken Champions and the Funky Fighters. So now they can try to lock out other players from scoring. And it depends on how well they do, right? Because again, these are big 10-point props. There's a lot of them as well. You know, the props outnumber you pretty substantially.
And if you recall the first game, where the Ravens Revenge were actually in second to the Funky Fighters. So, like you said, being able to take your time and make sure that you know exactly what you need to do kind of gives them a little bit of an advantage. But the Funky Fighters really did come out to a huge lead in the first, scoring 5 points, or 5 total. See if they can hold it down right now and keep the lead as it is. Chicken Champions at 20 are not going to be able to close the gap. But we'll see if the Fishman, Cuddle Crew, and everybody else can approach the Funky Fighters right now. They're trying to stop that momentum.
Well, Scissors did just drop in with that 10-point prop, just closing that gap. If they can get another 10-point prop in, they're going to be tied with the Funky Fighters. But they actually have to make it there to the center to make it into the Incinerator. That is going to be make or break. We have 2 minutes left on the clock. And, you know, my first instinct for this would be, you know what, I just got to go. I just got to try and run out as much as I can. It's actually counterintuitive. Right now, you want to just be taking baby steps, right? Making sure you can secure those points is crucial.
Players right now, you can see them down below trying to get the shots as possible. They're racking up the eliminations right now. I don't think Fishman may have gotten one through. Taldat gets one through. That's going to even the gap a little bit. There's the Funky Fighters again. Line shooting through the black. And remember, 1:30 to go on this guard. Fishman has tied it up with that score right there.
And so has Cuddle Crew. They got 2 props in, so they're 1 prop behind right now. Oh, Action, you gotta be careful, buddy.
One prop behind. There's a little whip coming through as well. So all of a sudden, these teams are letting a lot of props through, or maybe it's the props who have figured out their timings, figured out their tendencies, figured out when they stop shooting. 1 minute to go here. Here's Ninja. He's got a car. This is one of the most difficult obstacles or props to get in.
Don't stack on top of each other. So dangerous, because when you see things like that tight, you're like, yeah, oh no, the bumper. Gotta land.
He was moving. Unfortunate there. You've got to press that control key at the last second to be able to make sure you get through. Scissors makes it through.
Dude,
that's a lot of points racking up. They're at 80 now, 30 points ahead of the Funky Fighters, which is unfortunate for their guard watch. 30 seconds to go.
They've taken the lead here, 20 points now.
I don't understand what happened there, but like, my mind is somewhere else. So leave me alone. Bro, I banged those. But yeah. What? What? I think I'm just like, can I actually watch?
He knew that there was a prop approaching. He knew that he didn't find anything in the last couple of seconds. He knew. He didn't want to find this one. You see these pre-firing through the black as they all try to approach. What a nice play from Alex. A nice strategy. Now remember, now that the Little Whip and Fish Fam have taken the lead, the Funky Fighters fall to 3. And since they got first in the first game, that means it's just more close when you think about the overall standings here.
Yeah. Look, Little Whip again, get another prop in. They're pushing ahead, man. These guys are pulling away from the pack right now. Llama Record Company, they've got to just start trying to pick off these props. They've got to keep the Fish Fam and the Little Whip down. Maybe have someone else potentially contest, but right now, man, the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja and his team are just destroying this final round.
All the rest of the standings so important as well. Svenhouse and Co. and the Llama Record Co. doing a very good job on guard duty right now. And besides the top 2 ending up getting a couple of points, they're not letting anybody below them really earn anything. A lot of props approaching right now. The timing's going out. Ninja gets in with the car, scores, and that just solidifies the lead even further, but I think Fish Fam scored. No, they didn't. Look, first place to Little Whip Warriors now. There's no tiebreaker involved. 20 seconds to go. Can anybody else score?
You just got to go. Do not jump. You just got to go. That's right. Oh! Okay, there's another round of points coming through. Little Whip at 150. And look, Taldak's right here. That's going to put him at 160 with 10 seconds left.
That's the win for sure for the Little Whip Warriors here. And Junkyard Juke as the timer expires. As Ninja scores in the final moments, as well as Taldak. The first win for the Little Whip Warriors, and it couldn't come at a better time here, Zeke.
That's right, man. Look, don't forget, those Silver Llamas are scattered right now. This puts them in a great spot. If they can get this world run win, they could secure themselves that gold llama, and out of nowhere, they could steal away the victory from everyone else around. A fantastic
I'm gonna end it here, because I'm bored and have nothing else to do. Because all the splits are out today. So yeah, peace.